Our next guest, Dawn Cutillo, has been in the health field for 33 years and is the author of The Hormone Shift. As the founder of BeBalanced Centers, her work focuses on an innovative approach to natural hormone balancing to aid in weight loss, thyroid balancing, as well as improvements in mood, sleep, and more. She joins us now to talk about her work and how the brain is impacted by hormones. Welcome, Dawn.
Thank you, Dr. D. What a great topic. I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you on. Can you tell us a little bit about your work and your book, The Hormone Shift?
Yes. What I found was there were so many women out there that were having problems with their weight, especially as they got older, with their mood, with their sleep, with PMS, menopause, all those fun things when we go through. So it didn't seem like it was they were getting results totally from the medical community. So I studied the hormone connection, and that's why I wanted to write my book, The Hormone Shift, so women would understand what's going on with their bodies, and gentle, natural shifts, natural's the key, can get fast results, sometimes better than just dieting and exercising.
So hormones have such a tremendous effect on everything in our health. Can you tell our viewers some examples for Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month?
Yeah, so I wanted to touch a little bit on that, because what people don't understand is stress is the key to all imbalances, right, in the brain. And I think we know that. But what stress will do is it'll throw off the balance between inhibitory or calming chemicals and excitatory or stimulatory. And when that gets thrown off, it can cause a lot of problems. Now, for example, I tend to focus a little more on women, as you know. I don't want to leave men out. But with women, if they have too much stress, it lowers a hormone called progesterone. And the thing is, we don't talk about that a lot, but progesterone, key to weight, mood, and sleep, but specifically mood, because progesterone will help the body get away from anxiety and get away from depression and mood swings. And it also increases a neurochemical called GABA, which is very soothing, which helps to go against long-term memory loss and Alzheimer's.
How do hormone imbalances affect the brain?
Well, I think what we thought in the past was it was lowered estrogen as women got older that would cause the imbalance. But really, progesterone drops dramatically as women age. Even young girls have low progesterone. And it gets really low after menopause. And then what happens is that throws off everything in the brain. The excitatory hormones like estrogen and glutamate go up. And GABA, which is the one that's relaxing and soothing, goes down. GABA, for example, is almost like a natural Xanax. I mean, I hate to use that word, but it's kind of makes you feel calm and relaxed. So women that don't have enough GABA, don't have enough progesterone, they're just going to feel off, and it's going to start that cycle of anxiety, depression, and mood swings. Nobody wants that, right?
No, but how does this impact Alzheimer's progression?
Well, specifically, when you think about stress, it actually can cause damage to the neurons in the brain. But again, it also will then throw off the balance. So if your excitatory hormones and neurochemicals are going at it, and your relaxing or inhibitory ones don't have the time to balance out, you're going to cause brain damage overall, long term, of course. And when you can't focus, then you can't remember. And that's something we know nowadays, right? Brain fog. A lot of women go into a room, they're like, why did I come in here, right? So that's kind of connected. But long term, that's going to cause damage, and we want to get into maybe some possible solutions for that, because there are some.
Interesting. Yeah. Can you give us 3 tips for a balanced brain?
Yeah, let's talk about 3. Well, one of them is take a break, right? We're all working like crazy. I'm one of them because I love what I do. So if we can take a break 20 minutes, okay, and you can listen to something called sound wave therapy. And in 20 minutes, it makes you feel like you have a 2-hour nap. We use it in my center all the time. So you can maybe look on YouTube, and anything with an HZ next to it, it's hertz levels, relaxes the brain quickly. And using headphones is even better. So that might be something. You have a busy job. I'm sure that's something you can take a break too at times. Number 2 would be to feed the brain, right? So we know like high fat foods, salmon, walnuts, pumpkin seeds are all good, but people know that, right? But you can take an omega, that'll help in omega-3. But people don't realize a little bit of dark chocolate in the afternoon is good for the brain too, right? And a little bit of caffeine. I'm not a big caffeine fan, but a little bit. The last thing I would say, so you got those 2, is I think it's more what we don't do, right? So in the summer, everybody wants to go to barbecues and out on their boat, and they're drinking a lot. Okay, I'm the bearer of bad news. Alcohol, one of the worst things for the brain, right? People might ask me, do you drink, Dawn? I go, no, I need all my brain cells because because it really does kill brain cells. So the cool thing is they're coming out with a lot of seltzers now that are like hard seltzers, or wine coolers were kind of in, they're kind of coming back, but they have less alcohol volume. So Barefoot's company that has one, Truly, and again, I'm not pushing alcohol. I'm saying if you're going to drink, let's do a lower. So that's another out of the three things. I think that would be key, is eliminating alcohol. And then lastly, increasing progesterone. Women can get a topical progesterone. They'll see results in a couple of days. That'll increase GABA. That's going to be good for brain health. But here's a tip for men, right? Because you could use a tip too, right? I don't want to leave the men out. So men and women could both use lion's mane. These are different herbs, maca and ginseng in teas. Okay, lion's mane, maca, and ginseng in teas, or they come in powders. You can mix them in your protein drink. It's going to help the stress response of the brain. And it's just going to help prevent, you have a lot of stress. This will help balance that out. So for women and men. So there's a couple of things. Do they sound doable? I don't know.
It sounds so doable. And I'm going to have a little chocolate right after the break. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Dawn, for joining us and for your important work.
Thank you, Dr. D. It was a pleasure.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.